takes 3 minutes to launch, beginning countdown. Finally. What happened? Red Leader, we have an emergency situation. Mechanic is still in the engine section of the rocket. Who is the little X-Flood deleted? I don't know. Activating the intercom in the engine section. Hey, goddammit! Who the X-Flood deleted? Still in there. It's Shira, Captain. Don't mind me. Go ahead of the launch. Shira, what are you still doing in there? I was still concerned. The results of the oxygen tank weren't satisfactory. You stupid little expletive deleted. It's gonna get so hot in there that there ain't gonna be shit left when we blast off. Gonna be burnt to a crisp. You're gonna die. You know that, don't you? I don't mind. If I can just fix this, the launch will be a success. I'm almost done. Almost done. You're gonna die. Red Leader, we must start the countdown. We won't make it if we don't. Starting engine. Hey, wait a minute. Shira's still in here. What are you going to do, Red Leader? If we cancel now, it'll be another 6 months until the next launch. Why can't you just... I don't understand. It's okay. God damn it, Shira. You're gonna make me a murderer. Captain. Shira. Tank number 7 is complete. Once I complete tank number 8, it's all clear. Come on, Shira, hurry up. You're gonna die. 30 seconds until ignition. Beginning countdown. Red Leader, forget about it. We won't make it in time. What am I supposed to do? "15 seconds until ignition. Internal temperature rising." Man, the moon, outer space, my dreams. Ignite engine. Shit. And that didn't kill her. And that's how children are born. I nearly said born and made. And it came out, or would have come out bade. That is how children are bade. Which has a terrible secondary meaning. He pushed the emergency engine shutdown switch, aborting the mission to save my life. After that, the space program was cut back, and the launch was canceled. It's my fault his dream was destroyed. That's why it's all right. I don't care what the captain says. I'll live my life for him. Shira, you still haven't served him tea. Shit. His foot is on that table. That is uncouth. Hurry up and sit down. Or ain't my hospitality good enough for you? They're late. Where's Rufus? Fucking Palmer. I'm going to enjoy this. Hey, long time no see. So, Red Leader, how you been? Well, if it ain't Fat Man Palmer, how long were you figuring on keeping me waiting? Have a good night, Cedar. So, when's the space program gonna start up again? Hey, I don't know. The president's outside, so why don't you ask him? Expletive deleted. Good for nothing fat. Expletive deleted. Don't say fat. God, he's like one of those. Belated happy birthday. I'm just drunk enough to donate more than I ever have. Because if anyone deserves it, you do. Merry Traveler. Thank you. I hope that, okay, first, let me just say that if, whenever you sober up, you decide that you do not wish to go through this, if you immediately regret this decision, I will gladly return this. I would prefer in general that people did not drunk donate. That seems ill-advised all around. Paid $70 for fanfic. I don't have any. What fanfic? An MGS fanfic. I cannot read. I don't. I would definitely prefer not to read any slash fan fiction. Can I read one of my old stories? I can do that. That I'll do. But allow me to get through this section. I need to punch Palmer in his stupid face. Also, yeah, if someone can gif Palmer wiggling like one of those dolls, then by all means, I will use it. Don't say fat. Hey, tea. Can I have some tea too? With lots of sugar and honey, and oh yeah, don't forget the lard. They just hammed him up entirely. President Roof is here to announce that he's going to restart the space program. Got... Not now, Shira. Hey, have we met before? What the? You got me excited all for nothing. What'd you come here for? I want to borrow the tiny Bronco. We're going after Sephiroth, but it seems like we've been going in the wrong direction. But now we think we know where he's headed. But we have to cross the ocean. That's why we want your plane. Expletive deleted. First the airship, then the rocket, now the tiny Bronco. Shinra took outer space away from me, and now you want to take the sky away from me, too. You can't take the sky from Sid. They should know better. I should have named him Reynolds. Damn it. You seem to forget it was because of Shinra Inc. that you were able to fly in the first place. What? Excuse me. This way. You wanted to use the tiny Bronco, right? I believe Palmer's going to take it. Why don't you go talk to him? I'll gladly punch him in his stupid face. Why do I have to do this? I'm the head of the space program. Excuse me, sir. Step away from the vehicle. We'll be taking that tiny Bronco. I've seen you somewhere before. I know, the Shinra building, where the president was killed. Well, security. Oh, good. I want him dead. See, he has a Masamune. Look at it. Well, it's really just katana, but it's very long. Not as long as a makeup. Really? Is that magic? I think so. Odin is going to enjoy this. You were correct, Lily. Peoples do in fact wobble, but they don't fall down. She has exactly 1,000 HP. Are you quite finished? You're not. Oh, wait. You know what? Galleon. Just 'cause. Yeah, glad I did that. Dead. There it is. Been waiting for that. It's not going to stop. Forget it. Get in. Giant Slayer, welcome back for the 3rd month. Later, nerds. Sid should be in the Olympics. Shit, the tail's been hit. Emergency landing. It's gonna be a big splash. Hold on to your drawers and don't piss in them. God, Sid's the best. She won't fly anymore. Can we use it as a boat? Expletive deleted. Do whatever you want. Red Leader, what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB? You know, I'm history with the Shinra and I've given up on the town. How about your wife? How about Shira? Wife? Don't make me laugh. Just thinking about marrying her gives me the chills. What are you guys gonna do? We're gonna go after a man named Sephiroth. We'll have to get Rufus of the Shinra someday, too. I don't know about any of that, but... what the hell? Sign me up. How about it, everyone? Do whatever you like. Glad to be aboard, numbskulls. Numbskulls? Yeah, anyone stupid enough to go against the Shinra nowadays has gotta be a numbskull. I like it. So, where are we headed? Rufus was going after Sephiroth towards the temple. Oh, shit. Really? Where is it, that Temple of the Ancients? No, that numbskull kid was telling me he was headed the wrong direction. So maybe it's off this way. Just head for land and get some information. Temple of the Ancients. The name bothers me. Yeah. I'm not going to Wutai right now. I don't even think I can. I'm going to save, though. And I'm going to call it here. But I did say I would read something I wrote way back when. So I'll do that. Allow me to find it, though. I did just save. That's something I did. Always double save. Because I remember saving, but I have made that mistake before. Alright. Let me just find the thing. Where's my... There it is. Which one was it? I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Oh, it's already up. Interesting. Or why is it... the format is weird. Always the same procedure. I stood just in front of the recliner, so about 15 feet or so from the target. Maybe a bit less. This one was red and white, like one of those umbrellas with alternating colors. A solid black border on the outside to surround the parts that mattered. The metal scoring digits and division wires had long since been removed. I pried them off with a flathead and threw them away, alongside the cheap darts that came with not 3 minutes after I brought it home. It hung a few inches higher than head level, angled slightly toward the floor. I couldn't shake the thought that it was looking down on me, though by now I knew very well that the nail was just loose again. We stared each other down, sized each other up, and just like always, even with its ever-increasing scars from encounters past, even with the haggard appearance of a battered but stubborn old fool, it came off as the bolder of us. It called me out, dared, hit me, as if I wouldn't. Unfortunately for it, though, I was the one in control. I was the one with the power. I had the knife. Stop me. The blade rested freely in my palm. I was weighing it as a pitcher would a baseball. Shallow wrist movements up and down, up and down. Every minute sink was like a poke from gravity, from reality, there to remind me just where this power came from, that it was passed on, and that the thing wasn't going to hurl itself. Keeping it balanced was a conscious effort, manual. Even after 20 years, I wasn't used to the weight. Focus, compensate, adjust, as to take me to the ground. I remember the first time I got to hold it. Dad was kneeling with me, smiling as he held the thing above my outstretched arm, as if to tell me that just this once it was all right to play with his toys. With his free hand, he brushed a few loose strands of hair out of my face and pointed to the dartboard on the family wall. His index finger aligned perfectly with the bullseye. Ignore the pictures, he told me, letting the blade inch to the edges of his fingers. Just aim for the eye. And then he let it fall. The Fields family fortune teller, he'd call it. Throw a knife at a target. The closer to bullseye, the better the day would go. Up until then, he'd always toss one himself right before a job. Said he wanted to go every extra mile to even the odds a little. Of course, it never really worked out that way, well, with his terrible aim and all. What made him think that passing the buck to his kid daughter was a good idea, I couldn't tell you. I guess his judgment was as bad as his aim. I barely caught it in one hand and had to bring up my second to keep it from falling altogether. I remember thinking that it was massive, surreal, like one of those novelty pencils you'd see in an excessively large mug on display in some gift shop somewhere. On the shelf above the rubber scorpions and ceramic horses. That's where this 4-inch hunting knife belonged, in a shop or museum or gallery, not in the hands of a little girl. He nudged me forward and stepped away, still smiling like he was so proud. It rubbed off, I guess. I planted my feet, apart but firm, squeezed the handle between my stubby little fingers, and raised it as high as I possibly could. I was so bold, defiant, like an Amazon ready for battle. To my own surprise, I caught myself looking over to Uncle Nicky for some semblance of encouragement, eyes probably gleaming. When he glared back from his seat on the couch, I dropped my combat stance immediately. I should have known better. Assuring nods, confident hand waves. Those were the kinds of support you got from family. He wasn't family, nor was his name really Nicholas for that matter, more like Nikita. Nikita Demichev, Russian. All of his IDs would depict him as Nicholas Fields, native-born U.S. citizen, carpenter, and all-around nice guy. Spend 5 minutes with him, though, and you saw Nikita, the man with the most blatantly angry eyes I've ever seen. Without saying a word, he'd speak volumes, every page, every sentence screaming the exact same thing, that he wanted you dead. I was alone, me versus the board. It dared me to hit it for the first time that day, and that was the only time I truly wanted to back out. I couldn't. Not with Daddy obviously expecting so much, and not with Uncle Nicky burning holes in the side of my head. So I straightened my posture as best I could, reeled back, and let it fly, and was left wide-eyed as the knife veered so far off course that it slammed wildly into one of the surrounding picture frames. My eyes grew even wider once I realized what picture I'd hit. Mom's. The only photo of her that survived the fire. Uncle Nicky was the one to clean up the mess. A 6'4" behemoth sprawled over shards of glass and splintered wood with a hand broom and dustpan. I could hear him swear under his breath, cursing Daddy for not taking down the pictures beforehand. Irresponsible Tunyadek. Dad scooped me up and held me close, wrapped his arms around my head to help drown out the Russian. When that didn't work, he resorted to desperate measures, for better or worse. It was a habit he picked up from Mom, I think. Something she used to say when things didn't go according to plan. Something that always fixed whatever it was that needed fixing. It'll be all right, my angel. Don't you worry about a thing. It'll be all right. 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 Think of your favorite song covered by a different, far less likable band. They got the lyrics right, but nothing else. The tempo is off, faster or slower. The melody's distorted in a completely different key. Everything that made the tune so memorable, so perfect, warped, just enough to make you hate it. I was tucked in early that night. Dad said it was because he had to prepare, but he wasn't fooling anyone. Not Uncle Nicky, not himself, not even his 7-year-old Amazon. I knew that as soon as the frame shattered, a part of him did too. I knew that while he was shoving a tack through that naked, charred photo to pin it back to the wall, it hit him like it hit me that she wasn't coming back. I knew because when he read to me like he always did, kissed my forehead and clasped my cheek, that smile was gone. He wasn't proud. It wasn't all right anymore. Nothing was. And there you go. Now read fanfic. I cannot. But, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll figure something out, though. It's like a poetry strip club. My goodness. I don't know if I'll do FF9 tomorrow. We'll see. I don't want to start anything new. I want to finish what's already on my plate. I'll figure something out. But again, thank you all for everything you have done tonight and everything you have done in general, and also for hanging out. Have a good night, you all. See you next time.